My name is Shannon Moultrie, and I am the founder of The Conversation. The Conversation empowers victims to take the power back that was stolen from them through very traumatic experiences, such as sexual assault as a child or some form of domestic violence. The goal for them is to rewrite the narrative that has been written for their lives, is to show them they have the power and they can restore that power, to regain that power by using their voices, reclaiming their life, and thriving at every aspect that they can. When going through a traumatic experience, most people really want to hear, "I understand you." They want to be seen and they want to be heard. I believe one of the most powerful questions an attorney can ask a client is, "Are you okay?" And after that, let them share. Because after all, you're not just an attorney, you're a counselor. The Conversation emphasizes listening more than talking. Rarely when a client calls their attorney's office are they only calling about a status on their case. If they're listening closely, their clients are also calling to share little other points about their lives with them. Sometimes it's that they're looking for a new job or that an aunt passed away, right? Taking notice of that and acknowledging that in the moment, but also tucking it away so that the next time that they call, you're able to bring that up to make sure that the client is okay. When doing that, it acknowledges for the client that their experience is a real life experience and that you get it, that you're not just their attorney, you actually care. No matter our education or our financial status, experiencing life takes us all through some level of brokenness. An attorney's ability to tap into their own brokenness, however that looks like, being able to say, "I remember how this, whatever that thing is, for them made me feel." That path through an empathic response allows the attorney to feel while processing their client's experience. And that, I believe, makes that attorney very powerful. There's no doubt that this human interaction is primarily about the client. Keeping that in mind, I would suggest doing your best to empathize through listening and actually hearing what the client has to say. And if this is done correctly, the client will feel like they have just engaged in a very valuable therapy session. And for the attorney, you would have gained so much knowledge about the client, and you would have done so with so much compassion and without compromising your professionalism. In the conversation with the victims that I engage with regularly, I always say to them, our goal is to go from victim, surviving, to thriving, right? In the legal space, there's only so much an attorney can do to bring that client whole, especially when it comes to the mental health of the client. And in that side of it, I do believe that that is the difference between an exceptional attorney and other attorneys, is that they genuinely want for that client to be better off mentally than when they first came to them. I genuinely believe that. Taking this path from victim to surviving to thriving empowers the client to take agency over their own life. They are able to write the narrative of how they want the conclusion of this case to look like for them, right? Because after all, it's the story of their life. They are the author, and they get to write the conclusion on how this particular part of their life will end. When a client is researching on how to find an attorney for whatever issue that they're having in their life, rarely are they anticipating that they are going to find someone that can not only assist them with the case at hand that they're actually looking for, right? But that they have in them someone who can aid them on a healthier journey in their life. Many times, attorneys aren't tapping into the fact that their clients that are coming in are broken. These are broken humans, and the case that they're about to help them with is just one aspect of their life, right? So when the clients are calling and they're frustrated and they're having bad days, they're not just dealing with a client who was in a collision or is going through a divorce or who lost a family member. They're dealing with the accumulation of trauma that that person has built up in them. That's the brokenness. I believe that attorneys have such an amazing opportunity to make an impact on every client that they engage with. Sure, they're not magicians, and we're not asking them to be. We're just asking them to just consider being a tad bit more to each of your client to show them that you care. If you want to learn more about The Conversation, you can follow us at The Conversation LLC on TikTok, Instagram, and our upcoming podcast, which is launching on YouTube, and it is The Conversation as well. And we look forward to having the conversation with all of you.